Hey, and welcome to this video, my love. My name is Nina, and today I am extremely excited to share yet another one of my finished islands with you. The last video that we posted on Friday was the island tour of my finished island Sushi, but in the meantime, we have also completed the island that became my Twitch island after a while, because this is Milk. So I thought we can just explore it together. I have already changed into the outfit that I have prepared next to rest services, so if you were to wake up in a dream, we're not going to comment on my bed. I am touring with my brand new character, which is also why I changed into the outfit, because I didn't have any cute outfits, and I don't have a cute bed, so shush, thank you very much. But the presents will be dropped here if you arrive in the dream address. But I think without further ado, let's flop over to the airport and we will start the tour, my love. Okie dokie, here we are at the airport. I think first up, let's open up the map because it's an interesting one. This is Milk's map. At the bottom of the screen, you can see the dream address if you'd like to tour along with me. But this is Milk's map. It has a very, very special twist to it that I'm going to explain as we're touring along, but it is split into two parts. So first we are going to be exploring the right side, and then we are exploring the left mystery side that I'm going to explain a bit better once we get there. So yeah, but for the villagers, you might also notice something special here because we have 4 different sets of 2 villagers each. So we have Roswell and Drago, then we have Zell and Bo, we have Chèvre and Nan, and we also have Papi and Rasco. So I am beyond excited to share this one with you, and I think without further ado, we shall flop into the tour, shall we? Okie dokie. So as we head in, this is the island entrance. I'm going to open up my camera map. I'm going to open up my camera app and show you it a bit better because we have some castle items, because this is a medieval little village that kind of borders some forests, and we also have some rural aspects to it. So there are a lot of wheat fields and like some farming bits to it. But yeah, it's a very soft kind of autumnal island, just a cutesy little village with light and bright colors, and very, very cheerful I wanted this to look, with a little river running to the right side here. And if we head through this castle arch, we get to a little incline that leads us up onto this, what I'd like to think of as the kind of town castle wall, you know, that would shield the town from any influences that could harm the villagers potentially. This is on top of the wall. We have a nice view of rest services. I mean, it's not really a view, but technically it is. Like, imagine sitting here with a book and reading. Okay, I don't want to sit apparently, so we're not going to sit there, but imagine just sitting there with a book and watching through that arch. I think that would be very pretty. If we head to the left, there's not too much. There's just some buildings and then not really much else to see because it's blocked off, but we're going to explore down there in just a second. We just have some more farmy bits, some kind of markety feeling bits as well. Because I had a lot of fun playing with these storefronts and also all the pumpkin items because I love them so much. And if we head to the right here, we have 2 ways that we could potentially go. We could either head down this incline, or we could go over to the right here and could go down this incline. We also have a tiny baby lookout here of an area that we're going to explore in just a second. But we are going to go to the right and down this incline first, which is going to lead us to Bo's house. He has a very simple house, nothing too fancy. He has a house that is kind of bordering the peninsula with just another building. I didn't really know what I wanted to do back there, so I just kind of kept it simple. Beach is not decorated and also not accessible with that one back there. This one you could potentially, if you would, hello, would you mind? Oh god, I'm stuck. Oh god. Oh god, that was scary. You could potentially explore this beach, but there's nothing on it, so I do not recommend. But this is Bo's little house. He just has some wood chopping stuff because, I don't know, I just felt like as a deer, he might enjoy some woodsy stuff, even though he's technically deforesting the place, but oh well, he's just keeping the balance, you know. Then we have a little flower shop because I thought it fit this kind of more natural bit bordering the little village. And then we could also go through this little, what is it called? The pergola. And we are just on the beach. There's not much on it except for Poppy, which is, I think it's enough to have Poppy on a beach and there's nothing else because, oh look, both of them. Are you two on a date? Are you two on a date? I ship it. I ship it. I'm not gonna lie. And then we just have some sheep. And if you head over to the left, you would see the little river that we just saw a second ago from the entrance. So we are going to head back through this pergola and up this incline because now we can take a better look at the view that we get because this is the area that we are going to be exploring in just a second. As you can see, we have kind of some like courtyards framed in by these castle walls because I wanted this to feel like, I think I even called it like the courtyard market or anything like that, or market courtyards, I can't remember, but there's a speed build of that area and also the new entrance up on the channel. I'm going to link them in little cards that will pop up as we are exploring the island. So this is just a little market area with, you know, a well and some buildings and just very, very overgrown because I wanted it to feel quite natural and alive and just very pretty in a sense, and you will see why in just a second. And then to the left we would have rest services, which we're going to explore in just a second as well because there's some stuff to the left of it. And as we head through here, we have a little pottery shop, which I have been obsessed with because I love the new vases that we got with the 2.0 update. And I mean, they're not new anymore, but they still feel newer. So the 2.0 items, I just think they look so pretty. And if we head through here, through this arch and to the right here, we have Cherfur's little house. It's just a cute little house, not much going on. Also, none of the villager houses are decorated except for Rasco's, which we will explore if he is home. And then we have a very special view there. Oh, that I kind of blocked off, I just noticed. I mean, it's to keep the island PG, okay? But we have a very special view that we decided on in the Twitch chat. So that was fun. But then we are going to go over to the left because yes, there's a castle arch, but I blocked it off with this steel fence, if you can see, so that you can't access the beach because there's not much on it. And then we can head back through here and through this little alleyway, I'd even say, that is very overgrown. And now it's going to get even more overgrown because we are entering this little neighborhood that's supposed to be like a little neighborhood in the fields, like a very rural kind of villager district with Poppy's and Drago's house. Poppy being the one in the back and Drago to the left in the front here, which we're going to explore now. So Drago just has a very simple little house with a little table set up that I really think is quite cute, and I just imagine all the villagers to come here at night and maybe sit and have some donuts or Berliners, if you will, and just sit together, enjoy the view. Maybe there are going to be some fireflies around and it's just very pretty and calming near the little river that's running through here. That if we cross that river, we are getting to Poppy's house, who has another baby little picnic set up because for some reason he's giving crafty vibes. So as if he is maybe good with doing crafty stuff. So I thought he could maybe be very good at sewing. So that's what he got. As a lazy, I thought that was quite fitting. You know, maybe him sewing his own plushies or his own cushions. So I thought that was kind of cute. And then here, there would be a pathway leading into a forest, but it's blocked off because it's just like some foresty bits. So I can't get through. But I just used that spooky carriage because I thought it's a very cute item and I have never really used it before. So we are going to head back through here past this little well, and we are going to go through this alleyway again, which is going to lead us back to rest services. And now from rest services, we are going to go over to the left before we head through the back there. If you could already see that little spot, because we just have some, this is not a very special area. This was one of the last areas that I finished. I just wanted it to feel like a cute little walkway, that there's not too much going on. I really like how that little fountain looks in there, and just some more farmy bits here, just to make it feel quite nestled in, with some more castle arches to the left and some more trees. And then we just have a little campfire thingy here, which I also thought would be quite cute for maybe someone who is passing through the town, who do some trading, to maybe settle down, have a drink and just rest by the fire for a second, because this feels very much like an extension to the market that we had to the right, where people just haven't set up their little shops yet. So I thought that would be quite cute. But if we head through this little pergola castle bridgey moment, we are getting into another courtyard market, which we're not going to get too close to the beach because it's a bit, oh no, Nina, what are you doing back there? Oh well, I fenced myself in. Oh well, what can you do? Nothing. But we just have some more farmy bits here. Nothing special, just kind of following the same vibe that we had for the courtyard. And now we are about to explore the other side of rest service. Not really the other side, but the back side of rest services. Oh, is your eye itchy, my love? We are going to head through here. We're also not going to talk about the island flag. I just put a cute little cushion design on there because I didn't have any space and I completely forgot about the island map until just before I finished the DA. So we're not going to talk about the island flag. Thank you very much. But if we head through here, we just have a little walkway that is going to lead us into the forest that I'd like to think of as an enchanted forest, because we have all these glowing items here, the glowing moss items and also the mush items, which is already kind of an introduction to the special twist that this island has. But back here we just have a nice view of some waterfalls bordering this nice little lake, and I just really like how it looks. It feels very calming and cozy, but also kind of mysterious because we have all the vines, like the great vines, and I think they're called the giant vines, and the mush items, all the glowing moss that's scattered about in every single iteration that you can have it, the stools and the balloons and the glowing moss itself. And then if we head through here, we are stumbling upon a little ladder that we're not going to climb up just yet because I still have something here, because back here we just have an altar that is just a magic altar. I was initially going to put something very special here, but I wasn't really sure what to do with it, and I just thought, you know, it's just a cute altar, but back here there's not much going on, just some terraforming, some waterscaping, and some more foresty bits that we could also find behind Poppy's house. And now we are going to head back here, and we are finally going up this ladder because this is the last area on this side of the island. And it's just another little walkway bit. And as you can see, there's a drop present here. And I'm going to open it for explanation purposes. So if you don't want any spoilers, maybe tour along with me so that you can, see. But we have a little clock here, because if we head through here, it's just a nice little knick-knack. It doesn't have anything to do with it really, like it doesn't do anything. But here we have some caves that I imagine to be some magic caves, because this island is roughly inspired by the Netflix TV show Dark. If you have seen that show and have watched it through, there won't be any spoilers. If you haven't, there might be some slight spoilers. But as we can see, we have a little pipe in the ground here, and if we hop into that pipe, we are about to travel through time, which you might have already guessed from the title of this video, because this is a time travel island. And you can already see there's another outfit lying around here that we're also going to put on because we need to be safe. And I just really also kind of want to get the full experience, if that makes sense, because it's kind of exciting for me too to tour this island. So we're going to put the new outfit on as well. So let me quickly put that on. You might already get some dark vibes from this if you've seen the show. And now we are dressed appropriately. We are dressed in the yellow raincoat that is also mentioned in the Netflix TV show Dark, because that's the raincoat that the protagonist Jonas always wears. And we are in the future of the island that we just explored. So this is the dystopian future of the village that we just saw. So what could possibly happen? after an apocalypse to a little village, and maybe 100 years later, or maybe 33 years later. No one knows. No one knows. I mean, if you know, you know, you know. But back here, we just have some dystopian wastelands. Nothing much going on, just some weeds, some weird rocks, some floating asteroids, and just some dystopian looking stuff. I imagine this to be either oil or swampy water, and a little lunar lander. So if we head through this little wasteland, we are about to come across another ladder that's in the exact same spot as the one to the right that we just went up to, you know, find the caves. And we are going to explore this island to this side now. So if we head to the right here, the houses are not completely mirrored over. I can say that already. The houses are not completely mirrored because I also imagine the village to kind of change over time a bit. So the houses are not always in the exact same spot. Some are, but some aren't. So this is where Drago lives. This is where Roswell lives. He lives near the pond, the kind of swampy bit that's in the exact same spot as the lake that is to the right. So this is basically the dried up, swampy side of the lake that we just saw with the waterfalls and everything in the Enchanted Forest. Because I don't really imagine a dystopian island to have a lake. And you will also notice that on this island there are no flowers and no shrubs and no real trees. The only thing that we have are weeds, some glowing moss, and some decayed trees that we will stumble upon later. So that's everything, and we just have some trashy bits back there. You can already see a fenced in area that we are also going to be exploring in a sec, but this is basically just a little trashy walkway. And then we are going to cross and go through this little arch, which is a ruined arch. And this is going to lead us into the area that would be rest services on the other side of the island. So I used my villager's house to be, or my resident rep's house to be in the same spot as rest services. And I actually decorated this house. Yes, you can all be proud of me. I did decorate this house, so we are going to explore it now before we explore anything else. And the exterior is also inspired by the House in Dark, by the Kahnwald house. So if you know that show, you might recognize this house. And in here, we find 3 different rooms. Now, I'm going to say this again. If you haven't seen the show, this might be some spoilers, some slight spoilers, because I'm not going to say everything. But if you don't want to get spoiled, I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to leave. Okay, because this is the little house or room that we see in the show in the later seasons. This is where we meet Adam, who is one of the main time travelers who is pushing that whole time traveling thing. He has traveled through time many times, and this is the room that I kind of recreated. I'm also going to pop up a little picture for you so that you could see. I'm not going to spin around all the way, but we can go kind of to the sides a bit. And just watch and see all the little lamps and all the lights that we have, because I wanted that to be all the candles, because in the, or maybe I'm going to spin all the way around. I just noticed that I actually am about to. But there are so many candles in the room on the photo that I saw, so I tried to really bring that vibe across, kind of this mysterious but also like study vibes, and just like mysterious, basically. That's the first room, and then we have 2 more rooms to explore, and we are going to head upstairs first, because up here we have the attic of the Kahnwald house. This is the art studio of Jonas's father, Michael, or Michael if you have seen the dubbed version. And if you have watched the show, you know what happens here. I'm not going to mention it for certain reasons. But this is the Kahnwald attic. Again, I am going to pop in a little picture for you. I couldn't find a good picture that doesn't contain any triggering topics. If you still want to see a photo, you can type into Google dark Netlifx attic and it should pop out a picture. Just be warned, as it may contain topics like self-harm and suicide. But I'm just really happy with how this turned out. I think it was quite okay to recreate the rooms in this game for some reason. It was okay to work with the items and get like a quite realistic representation of the actual rooms. And now we are going to head downstairs, which is a bit of a disturbing one. I'm going to say that right now, because down here I recreated a room where some people in the show are experimenting with time travel. It looks a bit disturbing with all the child stuff and then this chair. But I'm also going to pop up another picture for you so that you can see where I got my reference from. And I just felt like it was a very essential room because this is where so many things are happening to the plot. And I'm not going to spin all the way around because we experimented with some partition walls there. So I'm not going to ruin that. I'm gonna call it an illusion, even though it's not much of an illusion. But yeah, so this is a more of a disturbing room, but I'm quite happy what we did with it because we planned this on stream in the Happy Home Paradise, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. And that is everything that we have to see in this house already, because I blocked off all the 3 side rooms of this room, so we are off to explore some more of the outsides because we haven't seen so much of this side of the island yet. Okie dokie, and we are back. I also picked this time of day because I feel like the dystopian side just looks really good during this time of day with all the steam coming up from all the oil barrel bathtubs and all the items that we're going to see, because I just felt like it worked quite well. And if we had to the right here, we are at the abandoned fair. That has nothing to do really with the show. I just really wanted to do an abandoned kind of fair theme park thingy. And yes, they are still spinning because I thought it gave it a more like ghosty vibe to it, which I really enjoyed. So we just have all these rides and this little duck thingy that I'm not really sure what it's called again. I forgot. And down here on the beach, we have the campsite that is inaccessible. You can't get there. Oh, you can get there. Oh, oh well, I forgot to block it off. I meant to block it off. Yeah, and my shovel broke, so I also couldn't remove these because I was too lazy to grab myself another shovel because we did keep Nook's Cranny in the small version on this island, so I couldn't just buy another shovel. And then back here, I just imagined to be an old staff area where maybe the staff of the theme park would come to take a break from work and just relax and have a quick drink in between shifts. So that's the abandoned theme park. This is one of my favorite areas on this island. I think I really like what we did with this. And I don't know, I think it flows quite well too for it being such a like weird build that doesn't really fit a city. So that was that. And now we have another way that we can go, which is to the left here. So if we head to the left, we are led into this little courtyard moment, which is another like this is where the courtyard markets are to the right side that we had already seen on the medieval side. So we kind of try to go with a similar flow. So we are going to head up, which would be on top of the castle wall that I talked about earlier. So this is one of the more really mirrored bits on this island, where I really try to follow a similar structure of the buildings and the cliff and everything that we have to the right side. And you can already see the lag that we have going on back there because it's quite bad. We have quite some lag on this island. And I think we are going to head to the left here first. We just have some more decoration up here. And if we head down this incline, this is where Zell lives. Zell is our little fisherman. We're also going to ignore all the plants that we have growing to the left on the beach because, yes, I could have removed them. Did I? No, because I'm lazy. And that's okay. That's okay. And then down here, we just have some more trashy bits. Nothing too special, just filled it up with trash. It's kind of like a trash alley because you wouldn't really be led anywhere, so I just kind of filled it up with all sorts of boxes and just trashy bits because I love trash. And if we head over to the right here, we just have a ton of trash. There's not much going on. It's not like any certain areas. I just really had fun playing with all these items. And we have, though, a very nice view up here. We just have a very nice view of the house, which I for some reason really enjoy because it's such a vast view and it looks kind of cool with the ruined arches and the gear apparati in the background, all of them turning quite slowly. I really like how that looks, and it sounds also quite cute if you visit with your game sound on. I think it sounds quite good with all the mechanics going on this island. And then if we are to head down here, we just have some more trashy bits. Nothing much going on. You can't really go anywhere. I just kind of filled it up with all the cardboard boxes and barrels that I could find, possibly. So we are going to head back down here on this little incline, and we are going to go to the left here, which is where Nan lives. Now, Nan is the old version of Chèvre, so her house is in the exact same spot as Chèvre's is on the other side of the island. So she also has a little courtyard, and if you look back there, we have another of the Gallant statue. You can't really see because there's fences in between, but for all you Twitch lovelies, you know, because we can see on the other side, we could see a certain body part of our Mr. Adam here, and on the left side we can see the Botic. I think it's Adam, right? I think it's Adam, and that's also kind of fitting with the storyline, you know, being dark, because Adam is a very big name in the show, a very, very big name. So I thought that was quite fitting if that's even the case, because I just made that up myself. Oh well, and then if we head through here, we stumble across the museum tent, which I just imagine to be like a scientist's tent where they might come and just experiment with some of the like glowing moss or so, or just some of the asteroids to figure out what happened in the apocalypse. And then if we head through here, we are entering the abandoned car park slash junkyard, where we just have tons of cars. And as we can see, there's Raska. I wish that he would enter his house so that we could take a look at it, but oh well, that's probably not possible in a dream address, I guess. So yeah, we can't explore that. But back there we just have Nook's Granny, nothing too special going on, and we kind of blocked off the secret beach with Nook's Granny and just some more items. So there's also not too much going on. But we have one last view to explore, which is off to the left here. So if we head up this little ladder that we find here, we have a very weird, I think I called it a power plant on the custom map that I have drawn, that it's also going to be published on our community tab on here and also on Instagram, so that if you tour, you have a little reference to go off of. And this is just a weird construct that we built on stream, where we just used all the items that kind of looked very weird, very like experimental. So I just tried to create something futuristic looking, because in Dark there's also a little power plant, not a little one, a very big one that also plays a very big role in the story of the show. But that is already everything that there is to see on this island. So I really, really hope that you enjoyed this island just as much as I. Look at Roscoe blessing us with his existence. I love him so much. He's the daddy. If you know, you know. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I had so much fun creating this island. I am already excited for our next 2 projects. Thank you so much for watching, my love. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and maybe subscribe to the channel if you haven't joined our little community over here. We'd love to have you. Leave me a little comment. Let me know what you think. And I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.